Surprisingly loud crowd tonight. This should be a good one.
Fans live for games like this one.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's see some of the numbers here for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
So with Irving on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. They've got Simmons. Rush out there with Wood, and it's the Beast, and it's Herter in at the 3. And for the Thunder, Wiggins is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's Jackson, and it's Ivy in at the shooting guard position. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Lets it go from deep. The Beast can't hit. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. In the corner, Ivy with it. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Wood. Inside and stolen by Wiggins. Pass to Holmgren. It's stolen. Here's the Beast. They're running. The Cavaliers Cavaliers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from the Beast.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
At the top of the key, Holmgren. The shot misses. Good D by Wood. Here's the Beast. Outside for Simmons. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. To the inside, the 8-footer. And Holmgren finishes inside.
That's a pretty quick trigger from the big man as Chet squeezes one off.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
The shot by Ivy, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Wood with the screen for Simmons. Pass to the Beast. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. That's 7 points for the Beast.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. He's fantastic at sensing when one of his guys has got some freedom.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Herter against Wiggins. Back to Herter. Outside, Simmons. Ball's not loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Ivy passes to Holmgren. Back to Ivy. Just 5 on the clock. The Cavaliers pull it in. And this is a team making history with every single win. They're coming into this game with 30 consecutive victories. That's right, 30.
Well, I've been super fortunate to be on some teams that have had some great runs, and I know how hard this can be. You can be so talented, you can be so committed, but you also have to have a few things go your way. And right now, everything going their way.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Dallas played phenomenal. He scored 35 points, and you love what he gives his team at both ends. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
First free throw is good. Jared Allen's checked in for the Cavaliers. Mitchell comes in for the Beast.
That's good coaching.
He's off on the second. Looking ahead, Brent, how excited are you for the playoffs?
Well, just fired up for the level of competition that steps up tenfold, Kevin. And you know this. We've seen so many great performances come playoff time. Teams are fired up, young guys who are going to get this experience for the first time. But it's the stars that shine in the playoffs, and we are that close.
Here's Herter after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Allen with the screen for Simmons. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. That one a little long when they're trailing by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
They've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Chet, just such a different matchup. He's too skilled for a traditional big to get out there on. But how's a guard going to contend with his size?
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
7 feet, maybe getting to 200 pounds. Chet is a unique player. He can hit the three, he can pass the ball, and he plays tremendous defense.
Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Then for the Cavaliers, Howard's checked in for Wood. Hunter comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Garland in for Simmons. Holmgren hits them both. It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
No good on the three. Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Chet does a really good job of establishing that position inside and ultimately forcing the defense to foul him.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. To the middle. Here's Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
That's a great finish from J.A. A high percentage look inside from a very high percentage shooter.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. James checked in for Oklahoma City. .119 left to play here in the first. Stolen by Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Wallace finds James. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Toppin. From the arc. Garland with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
There's 31 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, Garland's able to work around the defense that time. Pretty agile from the small guard.
Holmgren against Allen. Now Holmgren. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Tapping a screen on Allen. Elbow shot is on the way. Holmgren can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Ewing is out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Cason Wallace. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Tate in at the small forward position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Hunter finds Howard. Here's Champagnie. Pass to Hunter. Now Howard. And the three ball is good. Howard's got the lead up to 8 now for Cleveland.
That's a good, solid heads-up play from Hunter. Finds the spot-up ready man.
And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And DeAndre Hunter is a plug-and-play type of win. A Brent he can fit in anywhere.
Yeah, really good at spacing the floor, getting better at creating for himself, Kevin. And defensively, he's a solid on-ball defender that can switch up to multiple positions. Who in the league isn't looking for a talent like that?
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Love that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
No good from Irving. Thunder trailing by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ivy passes to Jackson. Down low. Can't throw it down with one hand.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Now here's Herter. Still scoreless. Here's Rush. Here's Champagnie, guarded by Jackson. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter.
Yeah, shooter's got to shoot, so when Herter gets the ball, he's not going to hesitate.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wallace. Jackson setting the pick here for Wallace. From deep. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Champagnie. Now here's Herter. And on the way from Irving for 3. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Toppin. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Wood with the block. Herter against Wallace. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter. Herter's got the lead up to 13 now for Cleveland. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Toppin. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander over Irving. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
To the right side. Back to Herter. Cleveland moving it around. The wide open look here for Wood. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Right side Jackson. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. They could use a bucket. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
The three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. A different look for Oklahoma City. Holmgren comes in for Toppin. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. There's a minute left in the first half. Wallace outside. Garland against Ivy. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. .44 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. Can they get it? And Ivy lays it up and in.
I mean, Ivy is stronger than you might imagine with that kind of play. That's tough.
Allen outside. Lobbed up there for Mitchell. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this guy is no stranger to the highlight reel. Mitchell never misses a chance to elevate.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. A three-pointer. Wiggins. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
The D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I'm giving credit to their front office. They've methodically added talent to their second and third units, and you see the results there, Shaq.
Yeah, they've got scorers coming off that bench, and that's what you need. In a long season, different guys have to step up.
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
You watch them, they have competing styles, man. But the net effect, at least offensively, is very, very similar.
Pretty crazy how easy it is for these guys to score.
They make it look easy, Ernie. It ain't.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at the Beast, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Thunder trailing by 16. So with Irving on the bench. This is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. You've got Rush. Kevin Huerter is out there with Wood. And it's the Beast. And it's Simmons in at the point. Brett, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
And the rejection by Jackson. Here's the Beast. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Simmons pulls it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is furious. Gilgeous-Alexander against Simmons. Step back on that one and let it fly. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Buffs jacked in. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Inside. Here's the beast. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ivy, no one around him. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
The beast and the rejection by Jackson.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Wiggins. Then for the Cavaliers, Champagne's checked in, and Irving subbed in for Wood. Now here's Wallace, still without a basket. Oklahoma City moving it around, and Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
For 3, Holmgren. Simmons pulls it in.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the 3 from the beast. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Jackson. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. A different look now for Cleveland. Allen's checked in for Ben Simmons. And it's Garland in for the beast. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Here's Wallace. The Cavaliers pull it in. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Champagne. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
So both teams changing it up here. good on the second, so he makes them both. An idea of voter fatigue, Brent. Do you feel voters get tired of the same guy winning every single season?
Yeah, I think they do, Kevin. And it's a shame because, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players looking back at the statistics from any given season deserve to be the MVP or all defense. And I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year.
.153 left in the third quarter. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Wallace. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Garland with a screen on Wallace. Fires from the corner. Basket counts. And the Cavaliers lead by 12.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Ivy with the bucket.
The LeDee has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Irving looking for an opening. A three from Garland. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Garland's got 7 points in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Cleveland leading by 12. Outside Irving. Here's Huff. He has yet to score. Here's Garland. Toppin pulls it in.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Cavaliers making a change here. .15 seconds left in the third. 5 on the clock. Here's Holmgren. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Wallace. They'll be topping out there with Ewing. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Tate, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Here's the Beast. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. The Beast's got 12 points in just the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. It's sent back down by Simmons.
The length. Simmons just overpowering with that reach.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Rush is checked in. Wallace, the pass to Toppin. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The Beast can't hit. Thunder trailing by 16. On the wing, Wallace from downtown. Rush grabs the miss. Rush has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's the Beast. It's rebounded by Ewing. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Takes the 3. Good on the triple.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the Thunder making a switch here. Ivy's checked in. Shots good by the Beast.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Here's the Beast. Thunder with the rebound. Now, here's Ivy. Down low. Ewing can't hit. And Simmons has got the ball here for Cleveland. Here's the Beast. Off target from outside. Thunder trailing by 12. Wallace right side. Pass to Ewing. Ivy on the wing. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Ivy. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Simmons passes to the Beast. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Ivy. Ewing dishes to Ivy. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder another 3. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Well, they've been fantastic tonight, really enforcing giveaways and getting scores on the other end. I mean, you get a few more possessions like that, your confidence grows, and you win that turnover battle.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Jackson is checked in for Ewing. Chad Holmgren comes in for Toppin. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Cason Wallace. And Cleveland also making a change. Kevin Huerter is checked in for Huerter.
And while they still have the lead, boy, was that important to keep it from shrinking.
Thunder trailing by 6. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Holmgren can't hit.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The Beast can't hit.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Ivy off target with his 3. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Deflects the pass. Here's the Beast. 3-pointers off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Ivy. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
And Huerter gets it to go.
Good at getting into a rhythm and riding these kind of shots to establish his offensive confidence is Kevin Huerter.
Going inside. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes, You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Higgins against Herter. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's the Beast. Ivy defending. Shots good by the Beast.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Cleveland.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Beast.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's the Beast, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Cavaliers lead by 10. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
MP, you are the strong.
Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
Another month, another award for MP.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
before today's contest. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. With only one game left, let's take a peek at how the final seedings could look in the West. Taking a look at Dallas, with great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they've been terrific throughout the regular season, showing they may be just the team to beat in the postseason.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Derek Lively. Shepard is out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Watson in at the 4 slot. And for the Cavaliers, they've got Darius Garland, and it's Mitchell in at the small forward position. After this final game of the regular season, for some, a chance at postseason glory. For others, maybe like you, Grant, working on their golf game.
Exactly, and I know you're always working on your swing too, B.A. But personally, I can't wait for the postseason. Nothing like the excitement of playoff basketball.
Joe misses. They swipe it. Pass to Furphy. Down low. Outside Joe. Out to the right wing. Here's Furphy. In his last outing with 12 points. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here comes Cleveland. And this team has been just incredible. Assembling a 31-game winning streak. And with no signs of slowing down anytime soon. We are watching history in the making, folks.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. But it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Furphy. And here's Watson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game now. And he drops a first. Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Here's the beast. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
Well, just quick with the decision-making, smart pass by Darius Garland.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Driving in. Oh, swiped away. Here's the break. Here's the beast. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Inside. Pass to Furphy. 3-pointer. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Dallas has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Shepard driving inside. He got a piece of it. Pass to the beast. Back to Garland. The rebound by Shepard. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Garland, the pass to the Beast. Here's Huff. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Derek Lively. Cleveland shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. First free throw is good for the Cavaliers. Wood comes in for Howard. And it's Champagnie in for Donovan Mitchell. And Dallas also making a switch. Williams is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Mavericks trail by 3. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Furphy. Again, the miss by Dallas. The Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. The Beast shot is off. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 43% to get this one underway. And that's good. Furphy. There's a minute 59 left in the first quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Both good from the line that time.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Stevens. And so far, he's averaging 7 points a game. To the paint. Here's Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Bradley misses. Cleveland leading by 5. Here's the Beast. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
But D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Now here's Williams. No made baskets yet. Here's Stevens. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. Out left to the wing. Here's the Beast. Rebounded by Bailey. Mavericks trail by 7. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Fires at the elbow, and he knocks the jumper down.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
The Beast shot is off. Outside Joe. 4-3. Doesn't go for him. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers ahead, up by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. They've got Isaiah Joe, and it's Stevens in at the 1. Garland with the ball. Outside Herder. Lets the three fly. Stevens with a rebound. To the inside. Outside Joe. Williams on the wing. Hunter covering. Williams misses.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focus all the way through the play.
Pass to Garland. Now here's Herder. To the middle. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Now you see the size of Ben Simmons on a roll situation, so effective at 6'10".
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Bradley misses.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Outside Joe. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul. Here's Bradley. 15 in his last outing. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Thunder put together a nice one. He dropped 27 points, and not only was he terrific offensively, he also made an impact on defense. They've been red hot lately, and he has been the one leading the way for them. Guys?
Okay, sounds good. We'll see if today is more of the same. He has to be excited by the challenge.
Oh, he should be. I mean, he's feeling good. He's playing good, so I know he's ready.
No doubt. He is locked in, seems so comfortable with where his game is at. Boy, has he been fun to watch.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Cleveland making a change here. Howard's checked in. And with spring cleaning in full swing, let's check out the current power rankings. You look at the Jazz, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for Cleveland, they've been systematically taking down their opponents, piling up wins just like everyone thought they would.
Here's Stevens. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Driving to the basket. Rejected by Allen.
Jared Allen, a rim protector at its finest. What a hit block.
And Dallas making a change here. Bradley's checked in. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Looking now at some numbers for Reed Shepherd.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
And so he makes both from the line. Mavericks trail by 9. trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Bradley. The three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. The Beast. Good.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And so it's Dallas with it. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Doris, so much improvement from Garland since coming into the league.
Oh, no doubt, Brian. This guy is now a do-it-all guard who can play him at both the 1 and the 2 positions. The versatility that he possesses is such an important aspect in the league today.
The Beast shot is off.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Here's Bradley. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The kick out to Williams. And no good. The dry spell continues. Launches it. Bradley grabs the board.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Fires for 3. It's a three-pointer. Bradley's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better. Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out front.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the... And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers earning this break in the action, up 10. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're giving a master class in ball movement right now, running the offense, finding the open man, and it leads to a bunch of high percentage looks.
Yeah, great chemistry at that end. And looking at the players of the month, here are the winners from each conference. For the East, the Beast.
He's been a force over the stretch, getting to his spots, capitalizing, relentless approach.
No one's been able to stop him. No one's really come close. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Mavericks trail by 10. We've got Donovan Mitchell, and it's Huff in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. In transition. Here's the Beast. Trips down the breakaway slam.
There's a reason teams put the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands. This guy, you trust him to make the right play.
Pass to Watson from deep. Cavaliers with the rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Mitchell, the pass to the Beast. There's the 3. And it's Mitchell, the miss. The Mavericks shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Joe misses.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Here's the Beast. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 6 assists in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Furphy. He's got 10. Here's Shepherd. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Outside Garland. Here's the Beast. And he can't bank that one in. Mavericks trail by 15. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. Takes a 13-footer, and down it goes. 2 points. The Beast has got 21.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Ben Simmons is checked in for the Cavs. Herter comes in for Donovan Mitchell. All right, let's take a break and take a look at which teams have been lethal from outside the arc during the last month of play. The Cavs, fourth.
Yeah, boy, they've been hot from three this past month. That's what happens when you have good shooters who get into a good rhythm.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And here's Shepherd for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Shepherd's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that.
And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge.
Now here's Lively. He's scoreless. And it's Watson missing.
With him scoreless in the latter part of this one, it's awfully hard to come back.
Garland looking around. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Jared Allen.
Get him in.
So the Mavericks 5 right now. They've got Williams, and it's Bradley in at the 4. Stevens' shot is off. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Clock at 6. Here's the Beast with the drive. That one's good for 2. The Beast has got 11 in the second half. Mavericks trail by 14. Here's Bailey. Pass to Williams. Sinks that one from the post.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
The Beast, good. The Beast has got 27.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Now here's Williams. Here's Stevens. No good with the triple.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's the beast. Hood pulls down the board. Hood's got 4 rebounds now. The Mavericks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Bailey. And it's all from three-point range. Cleveland leading by 14. Here's the beast. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. The beast has got 7 points here in the quarter.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Joe. Pass to Furphy. Here's Joe from the arc. Nails it from 3.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
The Cavaliers lead by 14. Here's the beast. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. The beast has got... Nine points now in the quarter. For Dallas, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Pass to Watson. And here's Joe. Here's Lively. There's the block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. On the clock. To the wing on the left. Outside Joe from behind the arc.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
The rebounding differential is a major story in this game.
Mavericks trail by 16. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Tipped. Here's the beast. Drives to the hoop. Watson with a rebound. Here's Furphy. Checked by Mitchell. Left side Watson. Pass to Furphy. Here's an 8-footer over Mitchell. Murphy, no good. Cleveland leading by 16. Here's the Beast. An easy 2 on the layup. The Beast has got 34 points.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Here's Shepard. Goes up from the top of the key. He shoots it. Joe misses.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of it. It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Cavaliers.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
Well, we can't say enough about what a talented team this is. Their 68th win coming for them in what's already been a very successful run.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. I wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And what a huge performance it was for the Beast.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Here's Stevens. Outside, Williams. Out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers ball.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Cleveland has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Marion. Deflected! Here's the Beast. And he banks in the layup. The Beast has got 40 points.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And he's able to get it back.
The officials were right on top of that one.
He makes a first. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Shot and game clock separated by 5.
That passing ability complements Irving's scoring so well.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Watson. Here's Stevens. 12 seconds left in the game. Here's Furphy. Here's the Beast. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. Showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long, everyone.
Great win tonight, MP.
It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
Showtime, MP. True bars only.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And how about we check the numbers for Shaedon Sharpe?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. We've got Anthony Simons. Garrett out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Armstrong in at the 5, down low. And for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. The Beast out there with Garland. And it's Mitchell in at the small forward position. Well, RJ, this is exactly how you want to end the season, right? Both of these teams fighting for playoff position.
It's amazing how after an entire season of games, your seeding can be determined tonight. Shows you how close things are in the NBA at any given moment.
And the Warriors start out with the ball. Now, here's Watson, covered by Mitchell. Back to Simons. Pass to Garrett. Simons with the screen on Mobley. Garrett's shot is off. It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. And their win streak is now up to an incredible 32 straight games, which puts them one game shy of those amazing 1972 Lakers.
And while this has been a legendary run, this group seems to have a gift of the collective mentality to know that all of these wins don't matter if they don't bring home the Larry O'Brien trophy when the season is all said and done. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Watson kicks to Garrett. That's a 2 from Simons. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And if you've been following them closely this year, you know they're winning games by double-digit margins.
And making it look easy, guys. And when this team gets a lead down the stretch, they protect it as well as anybody in the game. They have become comfortable in dealing with adversity.
Here's Watson after the made shot from the Beast. Pass to Garrett. And here's Watson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Simons from outside. Allen with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we're seeing him take the next step with his playmaking. Clearly a foul.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night right here. The free throw drops for Sharp. And Sharp drops them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And he makes that one. The Beast's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Nice pass right there from Garland. Love seeing that selfless attitude.
Simons from outside. Mobley with the rebound.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Simons surveying the D. Watson kicks to Simons. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And stolen by Sharp. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
It really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's someone who's really been playing well, earning the Player of the Month in the East, the Beast.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Now, here's Garland. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. To the middle. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. Warriors leading by 4. Outside, Simons. Count it. Simons has got 5 now.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
The Beast. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Mobley outside. Takes a 3. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from the Beast. 9 points in the game so far.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside, Simons. Shoots over Garland. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Simons has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
1:41 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Shots good by the Beast. And that's 13 points for the Beast.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Armstrong. Now Simons. The shot from the low post is good.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Here's the Beast. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Shaedon Sharpe picks one up. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from the Beast. Different look here for the Warriors. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Brandon Clark comes in for Garrett. Dort, he's checked in for Peyton Watson. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now, here's Porter. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. Pass to Sharpe. No good with the triple. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the Bulls in Chicago. Shots good by the Beast. The Beast's got 17.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And a wide open look for Porter. Drains the 3-pointer.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
The Beast passes to Hunter. Here's the Beast. Back to Irving. There's the triple. That one doesn't go. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Warriors ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Kevin Porter is out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at center. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Dallas played phenomenal. He had 42 points, and along with that scoring, he brought some defensive intensity as well. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Golden State Warriors. It's a 5-point game. Dort passes to Porter. Hits it from three-point range. Porter's got 6 points.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
Pass to Johnson. And another three for Golden State.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's the Beast. Warriors with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they're not doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his first foul. A different look now for Cleveland. Howard's checked in for Wood. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for the Beast. Armstrong's checked in for the Warriors. Peyton Watson comes in for Johnson. Cleveland on defense. Pass to Watson. It's Sharpe, top of the key. And the Warriors miss again.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Irving for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 6.
Oh, what a pretty shot from Kyrie Irving. This man just has the perfect touch from any distance.
Pass to Sharpe. Armstrong with it. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Watson finds Dort. Launches a 3. And again, no good by Golden State.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Huerter. Howard with it. Back to Huerter. The rebound by Sharpe.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Porter to the inside. Wants to get it over to Dort, and does. Into the lane. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
The first free throw is good. Garland, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Garrett, he's checked in for Golden State. And Fernie Simons comes in for Porter. No good on the second free throw. Cavaliers leading. The 3 from Garland. And it's good. Assisting on the play with Simmons. Garland's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And some changes here for the Warriors. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and it's Dort in for Sharp. Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Garrett. Lets it go with the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Outside Garland. Here's Champagnie. He's covered by Watson. Herter, no good. Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Beyond the arc. Got that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 1 in the basket from Simons.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
1:35 left in the first half of the game. It's Garland, and it's denied. They retain possession. No good from Howard. The Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Garland, the pass to Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And a free throw good from Howard. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Warriors trail by 3. Dort kicks to Simons. They set the pick. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Herter passes to Garland. Sinks the triple. Garland's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better.
And it's Simons missing. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Garland. It's hauled in by Watson.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
You look at Cleveland, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Cavaliers.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds, like you're stealing a piece of that cake over there, Kenny.
Mm-hmm. It's good, too.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Darius Garland is out there with the Beast, and it's Mitchell. And at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to the Beast. Cavaliers moving the ball around. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Both free throws good from the Beast. Warriors trail by 10. Outside, Simons connects from three-point range. Simons has got 15 points.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Shots good by the Beast.
Defensively, you have to put lots of focus on Garland, so that opens up things for others to get their shine.
Simons kicks to Watson. Sharp on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And Sharp drops them both. Cleveland leading by 7. Here's the Beast. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Sharp. Mitchell comes up with the rebound.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's the Beast. He has 31. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Simmons comes in for Jared Allen. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Garland. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
To the middle. Here's the beast. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to talk to his guys.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Champagne's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Dort's checked in. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Simon's on the wing. They need this. And it's good on the way in. Simons has got 17.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here's the beast. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Now, here's Simons. He's got 17. Dort with a screen for Sharp. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
The beast. The rebound by Simons. And Simons has got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. They trail by 18. Watson's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 5 of 9. They put up a 3-point shot tonight.
He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
We've got 1:48 left in the third. Pass to Simons. Sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Warriors. There's a good screen. Champagnie passes to the beast. Shot from 12. Rebound by Armstrong.
Ooh, might rush that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Simons from outside. That one, no good. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's the beast. He takes it in. The shot's good. The beast's got 41.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Outside, Simons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simons has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Here's the beast, defended by Dort. Shots good by the beast.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Pass to Sharp. Back to Simons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Warriors with some changes. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in, and Warren subbed in for Peyton Watson. The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's the beast. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 45 points for the beast.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The shot's good from Simons. Here's the beast. He has 45 points.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Cleveland, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from the beast. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Another three for Golden State.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so it's Cleveland, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Lou Dort out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then it's Johnson. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5. Now here's Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson with a screen on Hunter. And it's Sharpe missing. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Pass to Wood. And Rush kicks to Mitchell. Now Rush. And here is Hunter. Fires the 3. Porter pulls it in. Warriors trail by 15. Sharpe with it. Now defended by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And it's blocked. Mitchell against Sharpe. Poked loose. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And he drops in the way up off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 17. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Wood. Over Sharpe. Buried from 15 feet out. Wood's got his first points of the night.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Johnson. Warriors trail by 19. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Mamukelashvili. And the Warriors miss again. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Herter kicks to Garland. The 3-ball. Offensive rebound. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Cavaliers lead by 21. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. It's Porter outside. Rebound by Mitchell.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Mobley. Outside Garland. Over Sharp. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now here's Porter. From past the arc. That one doesn't drop. Cleveland leading by 21. Here he goes. Mobley. Pass to Allen. All sorts of time. And they pick up 2.
More than just a low post threat, Allen is also capable of connecting from the mid-range.
Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. The Beast is checked in for Kevin Herter. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Knocked away. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. And here are the Cavaliers. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. And stolen by Sharp. Inside. Here's Garrett. A rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to the Beast. And another one falls.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
And stolen by Simons. .146 left in the fourth quarter. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Cavaliers.
Here's the Beast. Warriors with the rebound. Sharp's got 5 rebounds tonight, and that's a foul called on the Beast. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Off's jacked in. Howard comes in for Evan Mobley. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Mitchell, and Irving subbed in for Garland. Here's Garrett. Simons from outside. Hunter grabs the miss.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
Well, in a dominant year where we've watched this team battle night in and night out all season long, this will bring their win total to an impressive 69.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the Beast.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
51 seconds left in the fourth. The Beast is blocked, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Puts it up off the inbound. And Simons has got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. They swipe it. Here's the Beast. He's covered by Armstrong. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from the Beast. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Ball stolen. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Garrett with the bucket.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Here's the Beast. Second chance shot. Misses at the rim. Now here's Simons. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on business.
Why would you ever leave Nike? They're the GOAT.
One of the heavyweights tonight.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. As we head towards the playoffs, let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. You take a look at Cleveland. They're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And checking out the Hawks, they're a ways down in the standings.
Well, I think for the Cavaliers, they've been relentless competitors all season long. They've assured themselves of a lot of home games in the postseason, and we'll see if they can capitalize.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Then it's Darius Garland, then there's Mitchell, and it's the Beast in at the 2. And for Atlanta, Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Then there's Okongwu, then it's Walter, and it's Kolek in at the 1. Well, Stan, once teams get into the postseason, what kind of changes do we typically see?
Well, Brian, the one thing you see for sure is everybody's rotation will get shorter and the best players' minutes will go up. There's no more experimentation now. It's time to put your best players out there for as many minutes as possible.
It's stolen by Okongwu. Here's Kolek, guarded by Garland. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Allen.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic ability.
It's also good, so he hits both free throws. And six man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Here's Risacher. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Basket counts.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Hawks, and I wanted to know, how do you slow a guy down like Jarrett Allen? Coach said we have to hassle him as much as possible on both ends of the floor. We really want to limit him, not just his points, but more importantly, his rebounds. So keeping Allen off the glass is a primary focus.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Kolek. Here's Walter. The three ball. Here's Risacher, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. Mobley against Johnson. Mobley, no good.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Risacher. Mobley with the block. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Risacher.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in. Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Walter. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Okongwu, a screen on Garland. Shot clock at 5. Walter from outside. And Atlanta misses again.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Yep, that one goes. The Beast has got his second basket.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. The 2K leaderboard showing us the best free throw shooting teams in the league. Cleveland, number 1.
This squad will punish you every time you let them get to the line. It's something they've worked on as a team, and now they're reaping the rewards.
Here's Kolek. 17 points in his last outing. Time before dropping.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Giddey's checked in for Atlanta. Pass to Johnson. Here's Walter. to get it again. Johnson. Now Giddey. The three. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's the beast. It's deflected. And he's headed to the line for two. He gets the whistle there. Cleveland shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. Oh, he gets them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He dropped 56 points, and he did his work from both the floor and the free throw line. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And he sinks the second. Here's Irving. No points so far. Here's the beast. Rebounded by Johnson.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
And Atlanta misses again.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Jovic, guarded by Wood. Bryant outside. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Bryant. Jovic passes to Giddey. Over Irving. And it's Giddey missing. The Cavs trailing. Here's the beast. Shot on the wing. That one is off. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Take it away. Fast break Cleveland. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray. The beast has got 9.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
From the elbow. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. The Cavaliers on top, leading by a point. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
They've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Risacher, and it's Bryant in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
Here's Champagnie. Pass to the beast. Howard with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Irving for 3. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. The Hawks leading. Warren's checked in for Bryant. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Garland's checked in. Here's Risacher. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Oh, rejected by Howard. Here's the beast. Cleveland again missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Rizachet. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. The three from Rizachet. And Atlanta misses again.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Hawks. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this.
The previous play is under review.
For a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
A different look for Cleveland. Huff's checked in for Simmons, and it's Mobley in for Howard. And he's good on the second. For Cleveland, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. The baseline J is on the way. Out to Garland. The Beast passes to Garland. Here's the Beast. Just 5 to shoot. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. The Beast has got 5 points in the quarter.
And you pay so much attention to Garland, and that allows teammates to get involved.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And there's the lob. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Atlanta has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Kolek. That's short off the rim.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Pass to the Beast. This one for 3. Garland, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Coach, with Okongwu adding a 3 to his game, it's hard to keep him off the floor now.
It is, Brian, and he can do a lot for a team when he plays. He can now spread out the floor. He can guard multiple positions. But the main thing Okongwu does is he is all over the glass.
Hawks trail by 3. Atlanta calls timeout.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Herter's checked in for Champagnie. A moment here to see the numbers for Josh Giddey.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
Pass to Walter. Here's Johnson. Here's Walter. Picked up by Okongwu. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. To the left side wing. Here's the Beast. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Walter. To the paint. Huff pulls it in.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Second shot opportunity. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Mobley's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Kolek. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good. It's both from the stripe.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
The Beast passes to Irving. Here's the Beast. Back to Irving. Releases. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 7 tonight. From deep, Giddey. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And with their last win, they tied that epic Lakers streak of 33 straight victories set back in 71 and 72. You have to wonder how long they can possibly keep this up.
Well, I don't say this lightly. This group could very well be one of the best teams I've ever seen. To win this many games in a row is unthinkable. And if I'm in the locker room coaching this group, the one thing I'd be telling my guys is not to get distracted by the record. Stay focused on tonight, just as we have throughout the streak.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And so he hits both. Here's Kolek. 6 points for him. And here's Giddey. Two on the clock. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Herter.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. Good on both. Here's the Beast. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Cavaliers on top. They're up by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. 3rd quarter action in just a bit.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Tonight's featured game sees the Cleveland Cavaliers in a tight one.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Hawks trail by 4. On the court for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's the Beast in its shooting guard. Here's Johnson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be Evan Mobley. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hard-working, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
Yeah, terrific block by Allen, making his presence felt on the defensive end.
Cleveland has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Garland's got his first points in this one.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Risacher. And it's off the back of the rim, no good. And out on the wings, Zach Risacher has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Kolic's shot is off.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Garland for 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. Hawks trail by 7. Pass to Kolick. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. To halt the run. It's deflected. Here's the Beast. He's got 26. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's Kolick. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And Atlanta misses again.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
And it's good for 2. The Beast has got 28 points for the game.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they left their defense in the locker room when they came back out.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest up front. We're playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Risacher. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And Atlanta making a change here. Giddey's checked in. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Ben Simmons is checked in for Jared Allen. Howard comes in for Evan Mobley. Champagnie, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Herter's subbed in for Garland.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Hawks trail by 5. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Inside, here's Giddey. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Puts so much pressure on the defense.
There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Kolick. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Atlanta has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. The 3 from Risacher. Rebound by the Beast.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Count the basket.
And after a sketchy first half, they're now looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Here's Kolek. He's got 6. Tries to break his ice. Okongwu doesn't go that time. Cleveland leading by 7. Here's the Beast. Second chance shot. The rebound by Atlanta. Outside Giddey. 46 seconds left in the third. Johnson a screen on Herter. 5 to shoot. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 7 now in this quarter. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low. Here's the Beast. And yep, it's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
20 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Kolek. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. The 3 from Risacher. Counted from distance. Risacher's got 8 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
The third quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers ahead, up by 4, and coming up as soon as we return from break. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Cavaliers lead by 4. Risacher out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Bryant in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Risacher. Pass to Bryant from downtown. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
The Beast shot is off.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Free throw good. Bryant.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Second free throw, no good. Cleveland has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
Hunter with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading. The Beast passes to Irving. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And making the game just look easy. Allen is a fantastic alley-oop target given his length and timing.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. The Hawks shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Here's Risacher. Three-pointer. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Bryant. Here's Risacher. He shoots. Deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. So both teams changing it up here. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get one up here. Tipped. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's the Beast. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Pass to Jovic. That one's off. Still out of sync.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's the Beast. The three is up. Drills it from deep. The Beast has got 42 in the game.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message the Hawks coach was giving to his team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling, guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
Allie, thank you.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Here's Riza. The three. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And with each miss, you can see the frustration mounting for him.
Hawks trail by 16. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. On target from range.
Where was the perimeter D on that one? You have to guard against all possibilities.
Here's the Beast. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Launches the three. Pass to Riza. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 9 rebounds now. Takes a three. Cleveland again missing.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And here's Okongwu. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Irving. And Irving powers it home.
Man, from one end to the other, Kyrie defending and scoring, really the total package.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. Looking to end this cold spell. Kolik's shot is off. And the Cavs with possession. They're on a 15-3 run.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Cavaliers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And all year, they've just found a way to win. 70 games in total. Consistency can be so elusive in this league, but they've got the talent, and their coach has pushed all the right buttons. It's been exciting to watch.
They had their number all year long. That 4-0 record says it all. They had the advantage in every crucial area.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the Beast.
Well, he was all about the rim protection in this one. His defensive presence was felt from the get-go.
Here's the Beast. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And he knocks down the first one. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Huff's checked in for Allen. Howard comes in for Evan Mobley. Champagnie, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Irving is subbed in for Garland.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shoots. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. For three. The Beast shot is off. Here's Warren. A deep three. It doesn't go for him. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you later.
Tomorrow.